Hey there, I'm going to be telling you guys about how erosion, weathering, and sedimentary rocks all work. We'll be going through an experiment with the sedimentary rocks, and I'll also be saying some facts along the way. I'll also be talking about weathering and erosion, how it all works, and some basic facts and stuff like that about it. Hope you enjoy. A fun fact about erosion is the smaller stream it is the more erosion will happen because it's more powerful in that one area. So it will bring more objects and minerals and it will take it away more quicker and easier. If it was a massive river, then it will still take objects away, but it will just take more time because it isn't as quick because it isn't as small and as much pressure in one spot. As you can see here, I'm at the ocean, on the beach. So the waves are pushing against this one rock, and you can see how really curved it's getting. This is from the erosion, which happens so water is pushing against it, and it's flicking up. So then it's taking slowly over time, it's taking layers and layers away from this one rock. And this happens for mountains, it happens for sandbanks, and it happens for a lot of things. It's really important. As you can see in this image here, which I also have taken at the beach, so it's on a massive mountain, and you could see the layers and layers of different colors and textures. This is from different minerals from different times, and it's slowly being taken away from erosion and weathering. So just to be clear, weathering happens when elements such as wind and water push against objects, and then it breaks down into smaller pieces of rock or objects. Erosion happens when it's wearing down an object, and it goes into tiny, tiny little particles. Hello, now we're going to be jumping into an erosion experiment. So we're going to be putting down water here. It's going to go flowing down, and we're hoping to see some erosion around here. So then the bottom of it will start running away. Over here is going to be our main chicane or corner. So it's going to come around here and come down here. I'm thinking that the erosion will happen here and over here. We're going to be going down here, and then here is where we're going to see the main amount of erosion. It's because it's such a small stream, and it will just come a lot more quicker. So it will make more erosion. Then it's going to end up down this little hole here. If you're wondering, I made this in my backyard, and it is an old pool table that we found outside somebody's house. Okay, so here we go for the experiment. Pour. So bringing water down. Lots of erosion happening in this corner. Oh, and it's found a way through. That's erosion in its greatest way. Still pouring. There's lots of erosion happening down here. As you can see, some sand just fell. Not much erosion happening on the other side to my knowledge. They found a way through over here, I'm pretty sure. They might have gone underneath a rock or something. Came around, not much water came around here, but the erosion still happened. You could see it really happened just down here because the sand has fallen down. But more erosion happening over here. Rocks going. Look at this, there's a depositation here, I'm pretty sure. So you can see that it's really clearing here because the water's going so fast here. And you can see the erosion really happening along the side here. The depositation is getting massive just around in that spot right there. Lots of depositation, I'm pretty sure. If you didn't know, depositation is where the sand ends up, or the rocks or the objects. Yep. Looks like it's found its way around there. Perfect. Happy days. The experiment went well, and we saw a massive amount of erosion.